So as you can see from last time, we've got a good bit of concrete down. We have this little key set, pour 5 in the warehouse. We're going to try and do next week, weather pending. It'll be our last pour. The entire north half of the showroom is poured. Last night's pour is already covered in blankets. And, well, 2 nights ago, I guess, last night's pour, they're still doing the saw cuts and stuff on, or this morning's pour, however you want to look at it. Wait for the camera to catch up. Then the showroom southeast corner here is prepped and ready for Sunday night, Monday morning pour, and then the southwest corner will be Monday night, Tuesday morning, however you want to look at its pour. Gordon's got that second form line complete. It goes into the truck court. They're in the middle of backfilling it now. There's some serious lag today. And then the north storm line, the wrap around the east side of the building's not done, but that north fire line is. And we're starting that retaining wall over there as we speak. Super glitchy. Electrician's done an amazing job on all the floor boxes. We haven't hit one yet during the pour, which is amazing. You can see them all in already. That's it. We're chilling, just playing with weather.
Do we need to do next week's call?
Have to.
I think we cancel next week's call. I know everybody's busy, so FYI.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm out all next week, but I'll be kind of keeping tabs on stuff. Anything urgent, just text me. So look at an email or something.
Jeremy, is there anything you guys want to cover with him on that crane deal?
I don't think so. Because retaining wall engineer. I mean, I can go show it to them. We could bring it up and get their thoughts. If we want to do that. I don't know if y'all can see that better or not, but constructability running into an issue here. To the side of the screen, we have a retaining wall. The base is down there on that road. Obviously, we've got about 20 feet or so missing, give or take, what angle of the dangle you want to put on that slope. And then we have about 15 feet, I don't know where our feet went, up on the top. The retaining wall engineer is saying that he needs to double down on everything just so that I can walk the crane across the top without blowing the wall out from a structural standpoint. I don't think that's going to be the case with the extra footage. So the stakes in the bottom of the screen now. Those are 15-foot offsets before we push the wall back 2 to 3 feet, depending on where the So the crane, I can't walk up there right now because it's 27 foot wide. It literally won't fit on the dirt we have. If I put the crane there with no retaining wall, then we're for sure going to slide it down the hill and blow it out. If I build the retaining wall, they're saying that we're going to blow it out. So they've almost doubled the price of the retaining wall in this area because they want that whole entire thing backfilled with structural fill and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're looking for a cheaper option to get the retaining wall, get the constructability of the building. One of the options is to just go ahead and knock the dirt down and step it. It's not a free option, but it's an option. The 21-foot height, depending on where you're looking at it at, is too tall for the crane to pick the wall off the slab and set it in place. And I can't get a smaller crane. So
Because the smaller crane wall is not adequate for the panels, or you can't because of availability?
it's not adequate for the panels with that reach. So those panels are still 120,000 pounds. They're not the 180. They're 8-inch panels, but they don't have window cutouts or anything else. So they're not, I mean, they're potato chips in the grand scheme of life if you can walk right next to it like we normally do. I can't leave a crane bay inside the building it's a 5-inch slab and 8-inch panels. So I can't walk it, and I can't leave it out because of all the electrical. We'd crush it all. But this is too narrow.
Have you ever used a helicopter?
I brought up that option. I don't know what the cost impact of that's going to be. But that's way too narrow for
We're talking large magnitudes, and it'd be something worth checking.
Well, it's a heavy lift. I mean, a big helicopter can do it. It's 120,000 pounds. If they can lift a tank, they can lift a 120,000 pound wall. There's, 25 walls right there that we got to lift in place, but it's definitely an option. I just don't know from the cost side what it would be.
Yeah, they vary widely depending on what you're lifting and stuff. But
Yeah, I know for ACs it's usually more.
Get it done in a day. A helicopter depends on how much you can get up in a day. How many days to run that whole west side?
Down with using a crane, we can set that whole side in the corners in a day.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. A day. So
And there's no spandrels, there's no offsets, there's
per
nothing
day
funky. Yeah, I just lift it. The corners we could hit the first 2 on each side and just center fill with a helo. But as many helicopters and airports and stuff as we have in Colorado Springs, you would think that's easy. I just don't know the price point on it Heavy lifts.
Did the wall guy give you a price to double that up or beef it up or whatever you're looking to do?
Well, I think that's the dirt guys and the wall guys and the.
He hasn't yet. He's working on it, but
Right.
so we're looking at options.
Just curious what the magnitude is.
$500,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you get a helicopter cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Wrong.
You're not wrong on that one. Yeah. Build the wall whenever the hell you want to.
Does that sound right though, Howard? That it would be a weight issue and hurt the wall?
Well, the bearing capacity, right now it's based on probably a H25 truckload with on a paved surface, not a crane on dirt. So I'd have to lean on the retaining wall guy for that load calc. I can have my structural guys, my retaining wall design and structural guys, opine on it, just as which is what we have to do. I mean, we're not going to rely on the sub and not check it. Not that it's just obviously needs a peer review when you have something like that.
His front track, where all the load would be, is going to be right here. Right? 3 foot or so off of the footing. That's where 80% of his load's going to be. 20% off the back. I'm getting caught in the wind. Is going to be pushing, but that wall extends back almost 60 feet. If it's done. That's a lot of dirt to push through. I get the height of it, but that's a lot of dirt to push through to tell me that we're going to cause a failure. And the last thing I want to do is pick this damn panel and the crane and the panel and everything slides down the hill and we're on the front and center news because it's powers right there. Everybody's going to see it. It's kind of not my
It's
forte.
going to cause an accident because freaking Susie Joan, car driver, is going to be gawking at it, and she's going to wreck and kill somebody, and the next thing you know, it's a freaking compounded issue.
Yeah, I mean, you see how busy Powers is. It's not even 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, I'll check with my guys to see if they have any thoughts. We might, because there's different ways to do that, because you could do, structural fill on the back side of the wall. There's different ways to handle that. And it'd be better to have an independent person evaluate it and not somebody tied to the person who's going to be profiting the more money spent.
Well, we agree with that 1,000,000%.
Speaking.
So, I mean, half of what I was thinking about was cutting the dirt down as much as I can, 5 to 8 feet, and then lowering the shelf. But even then, we still have all that down pressure pushing out, and it's not stable on the wall. There's no wall there.
How far, do you know how far down, if you were to cut all that, between I guess you'd have to look at the angle repose on the footings.
Right. So you
can't-
got the angle
you can't
repose on the
tap into that.
footings,
So you
and
get
then you're
further
setting the
away.
crane further back, which is extending his load, which means I need an even bigger crane, and we're talking about bringing out a 300 to 330. I don't think they have a much bigger crane in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fine tuning in there somewhere. There's a happy medium in there before the point of no return.
That's right. Hilo might be, unfortunately, one of the few and only options. Yeah, we could cable tie back the wall. We could pour it in place. I mean, we could cast it in place. There's options there. I don't know what that cost would be versus what we're doing. And we don't need the whole entire section, right? We just need it to go where the building is, all 300 foot of it, plus whatever you need on that corner.
It's too late in the game to think freaking CMU change the entire, design of that west wall.
Depending on price point, I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to be lifting in February. February. So we have a timing issue to hold the project from a dead stop to weather coming in. That's going to be a big part in everything to, digging. I mean, I want these guys digging this thing already just to get out of the frost line and bring it up a couple feet so we don't have to deal with the frost line. I got a helo. I don't know. I'm all ears if we have different options. But I was thinking to go back to cable tie and deadman and pouring deadman in there and holding the wall back with that. I think the structural field from a timing standpoint and a cost perspective is going to be crazy high in the $500,000 range for what he proposed this morning. So
Yeah, so beefing up the deadman would be.
beefing it up with deadman is not going to be free, right? But it's not going to be $500,000 worth of deadman.
Exactly.
I don't know what the cable system cost. To tension the wall down with cables and tie it to deadman. We have the space for it. I don't know how many deadmen, how many cables, what their different heights or requirements are going to be, right? And you offset them and then spread them out, but
battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
All right. Well,